In this exercise, I started with this sketch. I recreated the clothes in Illustrator, and together we will create and apply patterns to these clothes and end up with this result. So, exercise 3, I open the folder. Inside, I find this file. I open it in Illustrator, and inside, I find all the elements I need. I'm gonna zoom here. I'm gonna select the ellipse tool, select the color yellow, set the stroke to none. I'm gonna zoom some more, press shift and draw a circle like this. Select, deselect. I'm gonna choose the color red. I place the cursor right here and draw an ellipse like this, an ellipse like this. Now right click, arrange and send to back. It's still selected. I'm gonna go to rotate tool. I click, I'm gonna press alt, put the cursor in the center and make one click. Now I'm gonna type 360 divided by 8. I click on copy like this, Control D to repeat the same action. And now we have the flower. I'm gonna select all the elements, right click and group them together. Now I'm gonna go to the rectangle tool. I'm gonna choose this shade of green. I'm gonna place the cursor right here, press shift and I'm gonna draw a square like this. I'm gonna right click, arrange and send to back. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna choose the paintbrush tool. I open the brushes window. I'm gonna choose this brush. Select, deselect. I'm gonna choose this brush and choose the color red. I'm gonna draw a small line like this, a small line like this, a small line like this, a small line like this. Then I come here, I'm gonna draw a line like this and a line like this, a line like this and a shorter line like this. Here a line like this and a shorter line like this, a line like this and a small line like this. I'm gonna repeat this one. I think this looks good. Now I'm going to select everything, right click and group all the elements together. I click on window. I must look for pattern options. I click. I get this window right here. Now I click here and then click on make pattern. I click on OK. And now I'm gonna zoom out and you can see how the pattern is gonna look like. It's gonna look something like this. I can name it. I'm gonna call it flower 1. Tile type, I'm gonna change this from grid to brick by column. I'm gonna keep the brick offset like this, 1, 2, and I'm not gonna change anything else. I'm gonna click here, done. And now if you notice inside the swatches, I have flower 1 pattern saved right here. Now I can select this hat, for example, and apply the pattern simply by clicking here. Now we have the flower pattern. I'm going to do the same thing with the dress. Click and apply the pattern simply by clicking, and there you have it. I'm gonna click on this part, press shift, click on this part, and I'm gonna choose the color red. Now the first outfit is done. I'm gonna go back to this pattern. I'm gonna press Alt. I'm gonna duplicate like this. I'm gonna select the direct selection tool. Now I can access the elements inside a group. I'm gonna click on the square. I'm gonna change the color to this shade of blue. Go back to selection tool. Of course, all the elements are grouped together. I click window. I'm gonna open pattern options. Make sure this group is selected and click here and click on make pattern. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna rename this flower 2. And tile type, I'm gonna change this from grid to brick by column like this. We get this pattern, and I'm not gonna change anything else. I'm just gonna click on done. And now we have the second pattern saved right here, flower 2. I'm gonna select these clothes now and apply the pattern simply by clicking here. I'm gonna open the layers window. I'm gonna unsee the template. I no longer need it. And now the exercise is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.